Hey everyone, Luke Lagow here. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do a little, Ooh, that looks strange. I had to slow this down. It was filmed on hyperlapse, so, But anyway, I found, these cutting boards at the, dollar store that were made out of pure bamboo, and I thought, oh, non-warping, easily renewable source for painting on. So I'm gonna do a little demo here of a wizard. So yes, if I'm not painting something scary, I usually go something magical or whimsical. Okay, so I'm just kind of outlining a little bit right here. I tend to kind of close my eyes and then open my eyes and look at the canvas and say, okay, this is what I want. I'm kind of using a modified Zorn palette to be technical. That's like, a neutral kind of brown, a white, a black, and some sort of red. I think the original was a yellow ochre and vermilion, but we're using acrylics here, so. And we're right into the ugly stage, of course. But I think you can already see what I'm trying to go for here. I kind of want him to have a hood and some very striking eyes. I'm also allowing some of the wood grain to show through in just a few tiny areas because why not? It's natural, and this is a natural character. He wants to just live out in the forest, smoke his pipe, speak to the animals, and probably eat some mushrooms here and there. He's a bit of a kind of like a Radagast the Brown kind of wizard. If you're a dork like me, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And yes, you can tell once I slow down the footage here in a little bit, you'll see that these brushes are absolute garbage, and that doesn't bother me really. This is the sloppiest stage of the painting, so that is totally fine. And I think it also kind of forces you to accept some of the little, as Bob Ross called them, the happy accidents. Yes, I know. One ear is way bigger than the other. I couldn't quite decide yet which size I wanted more, but I do go for the bigger ears here in a second, you'll see. Because he's old, so I figured, well, your ears and your nose continue to grow throughout your entire life, so might as well go with the bigger ears. Here's another one of my little secrets to help things look a little bit more soft, kind of like an oil painting. I take a very tiny bit of white and a clear medium, which is basically all paint is just a pigment mixed into a medium. The medium helps the pigment stick to things. So I just take the medium, which you can buy in tubes or squeeze bottles, all kinds. There's different thicknesses of medium, and I just mix in a tiny bit of white or gray or what have you, and go through and just soften everything up. Because one thing oil paints and oil paintings always have is they're so soft and buttery looking. And that's because they take so long to dry. You can continue to mix and mix and mix and blend and everything on top of the canvas acrylics don't have that. Acrylics dry very quickly, especially when you throw them onto a thirsty chunk of bamboo like I've done here. So I am definitely using the little trick of just kind of glazing it with some different colors here and there to soften everything up. I don't want anything too dark, and I don't want anything too light either. And he is quite light. I did want him to be a little frosty and a little kind of gray looking, because, well, it fits right in with the character. You know, he's kind of like a gray wizard. Like, I know I said Radagast the Brown earlier, but he's somewhere in between brown and gray. Call him like a beige wizard. So yeah, it's starting to come together a little bit more here. I'm adding in now a little bit warmer of a brown. This is it's essentially a burnt umber, and you can see it warms him right up a bit. Definitely suggests a skin tone pretty quickly. And again, going in with just little wisps of white and gray here and there to little edge highlights, little indication of a beard kind of back in the shadow there, inside of the hood. My intention for this painting was to do an underpainting for an experiment with hot glue, which I did do right after this, but I liked the painting too much, and I was like, I couldn't bring myself to dump a bunch of hot glue on top of this and see if I could kind of sculpt a face out of it. So I just went ahead and finished up the painting. Adding in a little bit of more grays and whites here around the eyes and more indications of the beard. I want his eyes to be very kind of wizened and striking too. So I come back in here in a moment and give his pupils a little bit darker of a spot of black, and then still trying to get little like skin glistenings. Oh yeah, okay, there's the secondary highlight first. Now I'm hitting the iris a little bit. That's pretty good. There's the black. Now they're striking. And we're getting very close to being done here. Just a few more little blobs and dabs. I kind of like going in and almost suggesting a focal blur sometimes with that same trick with the medium and a bit of white paint. It's kind of what I'm doing in the background there. And oh yes, of course, I added some nice slightly bucked front teeth just to give him a bit more character, lightening the eyes a little bit here. And now I'm going back in with some warmer grays, just suggesting a bit more of a skin tone. It's kind of incredible how much just a little bit of brown can suggest a skin tone when it's so much of it is gray and white and black right now. Oh yeah, and then I go ahead and grab my small brush to really sharpen up those eyes here in a moment. But just doing a few more little wisps Here comes the small brush, yes. Sharp and sharp. Youch. Watch it. Sharp. Getting the nose and the lip. Little shine. And then at the very end, I come in with just a tiny bit of pink and a tiny bit of red around the nose and eyes. Just 'cause I couldn't leave him too gray. Really, I'm just having fun here. This was a lot of fun. Here I am adding a tiny bit of pink, tiny bit of pink to the eyes and the tear duct area. And a little bit of kind of a crimson around the nose there, just to warm him up a little bit more. And a little bit of a hood detail there at the end. Thanks for watching again, everybody. If you like this, subscribe. Show it to your friends. There will be plenty more like this. I'm trying a bit of a different format, a little less precious with everything. So, comment and let me know what you'd like to see. Maybe I could do like an evil version of a wizard or a sorcerer or something like that. Or an elf or troll or something. Whatever. If that sounds good, let me know in the comments. And I'm also thinking of doing a live one at some point. If you think that'd be cool, let me know. But until then, keep making weird stuff, everybody.